Welcome all. The game Tavern is open for business. Find a spot at the bar, order yourself a drink, and enjoy tonight's entertainment of Genshin Impact. I am joined by only one of my co-hosts today.
Hello. We're just waiting. We're waiting a bit on Red. He'll be later, perhaps.
Yeah, but actually, Martin, fun fact: the last time I was streaming, I actually managed to get a decent number of viewers. It wasn't even a Genshin stream.
Oh, nice.
But
Oh,
in the last
nice.
episode, we found ourselves locked up in the fortress of Meripede and investigating the strange happenings that were going on, particularly surrounding Tartaglia's disappearance, aka Child. Not much context to say other than that. And then I've also just been doing a little bit of grinding and farming on the game.
Also, he pulled Arlecchino, so he now has father.
You could have waited until I was in the game to show that.
I thought we were doing a rundown of what's happened since. Speaking of, you're not sharing the thing for me to see.
Shit. Sorry. I was also, and sorry in advance if things have been a little quiet. Things are, and at the same time aren't, getting more and more busy. I know that doesn't make a damn sense, but just trust me on that one. Also, I've had a very important production in the works.
I believe I feature in that production as well.
Yes, yes, you do, and depending on what happens, Red will be featuring in the production as well. And I say this a lot, but it's become one of my most ambitious projects.
He paid me for my parts and magic cards, and then I immediately went and bought the most recently taken off the game changer, Urza Lord High Artificer. Which ready magic users know exactly what sort of a dickhead deck I'm going to make. Red's already pissed at top for it.
Yeah. So I guess you could also say it's officially become my most expensive production.
Make it sound like you paid me $1,000. It was like $40 worth of cards.
I mean, compared to everything else I've done.
No, that's fair. Okay, also, yeah, update. I'm slowly dying. Potentially, maybe. I don't know anymore. I've been sick for about a week and a half. And I'm like at the tail end.
All right. In terms of some other things that are going on, I decided to give Dia a little bit of a break, and I managed to bring in another 5-star onto my team. Pulled her a while back during the Chronicled Wish, I believe.
Speaking of depression, no Mondstadt Chronicled Wish next patch.
And I've been building this fella up slowly. Fun fact, I didn't have to pay a penny on his banner to pull him. Arlecchino, the less said the better, please.
You didn't spend that much on your banner, did you?
I would rather not discuss it.
Oh, well, you got enough time to build up.
Anyway, let me just turn up the game volume, and then we will proceed on with whatever it is we're doing here. So,
Red has an early day tomorrow. He won't be joining us. Oh, get some good sleep, my dude.
So it looks like it's just going to be you and I.
Indeed.
I know.
Look,
Fuck.
there are some
The
people
chest isn't
talking
killing
over
me.
there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that.
My God, is this how I sound like?
Yes.
Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say? That's true.
I don't think Muscles could have been any louder that the whole damn prison could hear him.
To be fair, justifiable crash out. If you hear someone say, I hope that everyone up top dies.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to push that button!
And your sentence has been extended for trying to kill people.
I was trying to hit the one. I hit
Congratulations.
Q by accident.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
You hear that, Quisto? What nice!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Really? Are we that famous?
You kidding? How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry, we're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that? Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego.
You have a gut that can rival Waluigi, and I mean that in an endearing way. That's not helping,
Oh,
is
this
it?
man anorexic?
I said gut.
I know you said Waluigi. Waluigi's skinny as all hell. I said, you calling him anorexic?
The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
Right. That that meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. But enough about that. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress. Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else. Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too. Huh.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Alright, I'll just leave Timon and Pumbaa over there to keep gabbing. And what happenings are over here?
Hey, you over there? Yeah, you! Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game? Alright. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi. Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived? Then, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner? Yeah, so you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest happenings and gossip about everything. I've never seen anyone with more time on their hands. I heard that they used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers. And chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
Well, to be more accurate, bartenders spend a lot of time hearing a lot of people gab, like I recently had to. Some magic man from Egypt complaining about someone called Osiris.
Oh, that's just set. Listen, poor man's gone through it. He was considered a protector god until Osiris cultists started smearing his name, and now he's just known as the evil god of the Pantheon. And dude is actually more than that. I understand his pain.
Yeah, but did he have to drink through half my bar?
I mean, look at it from his perspective. You cut off one man's dick and chuck it into the river, and all of a sudden, oh, you're the embodiment of all evil, and you're the bad guy in every single situation, even though you fight the real bad guy. Oh.
But again, half my inventory.
A man has been depressed for thousands of years. He finally found a spot that he can drink at. Let him have it.
Fine. But tell him to foot the bill on the restock, would ya?
I'll try.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an
If I recall
ordinary
correctly,
inmate to
it was
becoming the
murder.
manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that. A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Oh, Christ, this sounds exactly like times I'm talking with Martin and somehow magic comes up.
Hey, you were doing well the last Magic game we played.
Yeah, unfortunately I had to go to the
Okay,
gym.
we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Hard to make heads or tails of this damn place. Going down. Yeah. Working on getting some more characters built up so I can vary up the team comp a little bit, maybe for each stream. But if I just started bitching and moaning about how it is to get level up materials on this game, we'd be here all night. Alright. What the?
Well, the work just never seems to end.
Well, this place has done it. This actually makes me wish for a building with more stairs. How in God's name does that happen?
Who knows?
Huh? That look in your eyes. You found something?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention. Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later. It's the least I can do. We're all in this together, so it's only fair for us to fulfill our end of the bargain. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Of course, now that we say that, the guy's about to just come off from the top rope and put us in an armbar, asking what we're looking for. You see him up there?
You're seeing things.
You're right. I'm also trying to find the Bill's O line. God, that game was painful. So, and unfortunately, I don't have anyone to blame for the missing other half of my inventory.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too. Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first. My apologies, I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger brother.
But that's not a bad thing, right? All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
I'm not gonna have to do anything of like the repetition of the jail again, am I?
I do not recall.
Hey, stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek. There seem to be several people inside.
Right. I feel like it's not impossible.
It's a bit hard to understand them from here, so why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
I didn't get to read all of that, damn it.
Long story short, you fucked up on a potion a while back. You just kept it around for whatever reason. You basically took a massive whiff of it in order to stimulate your stomach and make it feel like it's about to throw up.
Someone, please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please lie down over here. Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly. You can do it, Traveler! Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. I see now. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here? And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. How strange.
You done fucked up.
What about here? Does this hurt? Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away just like that.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
I've had hangovers worse than that.
His stomach aches really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Ah, well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sijuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijuin prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijuin's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Hey, don't start arguing now, please. Keep it civil at least. Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sijuin should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine. No, it's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sijuin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest. Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. All right then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night. Got it. Paimon will hold the Traveler to that for sure. Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest. We've been to lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong. So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, he'll recover soon. Ah, you're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left. Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget bland foods. Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Something's definitely up with those two. And there's a good reason for that hatch. Two intellectuals, nurse's office. Seem to be pretty heated. Is it wrong for me to suspect a secret lab?
Interesting one. So what, you think Siegewing's like cooking something down there?
No, unlikely.
Rise Lee, we found out your head nurse is actually running a meth lab down here.
Well, last I checked, she doesn't exactly strike me as someone to have the street name Heisenberg.
You're right, it's probably a weed lab.
To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death! No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now! Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary? Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Linny.
Something about those two. On that hatch. Again, I just can't help but feel like it's possibly some sort of secret facility.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Linny.
Look at that, you got to skip through all that and didn't have to go and do the mundane routine of the jail.
Thank God.
Hmm? Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremine's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Perhaps that's true. You are both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Are
Well,
you?
Everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future too.
As of right now, first time it was to avoid an innocent man being arrested for a crime he didn't commit. And in this one, our goals just happen to align, so we benefit mutually from this investigation. I'm basically just trying to keep my guard up with these two.
No trust? Also, 3, how could you leave out Fremine?
Yeah.
Or socially awkward child? You don't invite him to the trio?
Something tells me he would prefer it that way, Martin.
He actually has been, funny enough, he's actually been trying to, like, get out and get rid of his social anxiety at Father's request.
Alright, fair enough, but still. It's more or less... Look, I'm just playing it safe. So this is either a case of a blossoming alliance or a case of keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Either way, I stand to benefit.
Damn,
Since
Lenny
I
and
see
Lynette
you
and
as
Fremine.
friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril. Fremine and Lynette feel the same way.
Hey, believe me, I do hope I can drop my guard, but I'm just, again, playing it safe.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns. If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
I don't feel comfortable. Feels like everything's come together a little too smoothly.
Sometimes things just happen to work out, you know?
No, there's a snag waiting to happen. I can sense it.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
You and your damn gift of prophecy.
I told you I could. I told you I sensed things were coming to fruition way too smoothly.
Right, wise guy, what happened?
Here, but why isn't Lynette here?
My guess is that she got held up by whatever the hell's going on down below on that hatch. Or the Duke is onto us.
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
Okay.
You might have to go up against Jim, bro. How do you feel about that?
Hope Neverlet realizes the things I do to get a job done.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Mm-hmm. She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication. Which means, either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
This isn't good. It turns out Siegeween is up to something maniacal. That's going to be a bastard to swallow, isn't it?
Poor sweet little Siegeween. You doubt her so.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records.
Considering we met Klee, who was able to rewrite Fontaine's entire topographical map.
You mean Mondstadt's, and also Klee is just a child.
Still.
Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sijuin would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melazine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
I still feel like something's off. Either something real big is going on down there in that hatch, or we've been burnt.
Perhaps the hatch is the final clue.
This is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
This is...
Is that all? The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have... Is she already...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Fuck, we've been... I know it! We've been burnt!
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
I fucking call it that Wriothesley started getting wise to us.
Or maybe he knew the whole time. Just gave y'all enough rope to hang yourselves with.
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now. Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means... the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds... could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Bad idea. Very bad idea.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Okay, dude, let's just think about this for a second. Dude, let's just think about this rationally here for a second. Wriothesley's got a prison to run. He probably just grabs anyone who is looking for an escape attempt. All right, this is classic bait. He knows you're gonna take it. Let's just think about this.
And he's gone. To be fair, this is his twin sister, so this is the one thing that he's not going to. Oh,
and shit. That.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Wait! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already outside.
Oh well, what do you think?
Come fast! Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
Your thoughts on Siegeween before you enter?
Well, I was sadly right about sensing that there was going to be something off about her, even if I just meant it jokingly.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive. You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the Traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Apologize for the coughing.
Oh, this is gonna get...
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremine's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremenet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a Harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Whose side you taking here?
Listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
Best thing I can just do is broker some sort of negotiation.
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time? The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons will spend them on Fanta. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them. Fanta's internal report suggests that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to undergo a trial because even Fanta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
No, I didn't mean to select it, damn it!
The research notes said that the Melazine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result,
how do I
Fanta's
unselect
internal
it?
report suggests that
You
they're
just clicked
starting
on it,
a
now
new
you select
trial
something
of an
different.
Alright.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because...
Alright.
Choose the one you want and just say switch.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just... The Fanta promoter has been struggling I've been told that the infirmary
You already
is
selected that
always
one.
empty for the half hour just before... According to Collins, the Fanta promoter has been struggling... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production...
She's
That was
always...
the final one.
The research notes said that the Melazine race perceives the world very differently from humans. As a result, the Melazines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appears rather strange and alien to humans. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners
You already
at
have that
work
one
near the
here.
production zone.
And the other three are
The
related
research notes
to
said
the,
that the Melazine race
what you call it?
perceives the world very differently from
The whole
humans.
Fanta thing.
As a result,
Yeah, so... Nope.
Swap those two. So go with the, go with Siegeween observing for 2.
Alright, hang on.
we often see Miss Sijuin.
And then the third one should be...
I've been told that the
what'd you
infirmary
call it?
is always
Yeah, that.
empty for the half hour.
Should be that.
Alright, just wrong order.
Wait, come on!
Huh?
The order shouldn't matter. Like, I think the order shouldn't
What's
matter.
going on? Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone.
Oh!
People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared, but in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melazines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us. The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Alright, I'm just going to make it clear, it's going to be the ones that are not what you just selected. It's the same ones.
It's the same
The
ones?
product has to undergo a...
Yeah. So it's going to be 2, 4, and 6 no matter what. The The thing is, you just need to figure out the order.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The company must want a return on their investment as well. The Fonta promoter has been struck. Fonta's internal report.
Alright, so those two need to be
Stop
switched.
those two then.
Wait, this one, right?
I think. What was that?
Has been struggling.
We'll find out.
Fonta's internal report.
Wait, you didn't check what order they went? There we go.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product. A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers. They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancration tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea. The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind. You'll pay for this!
Oh boy.
Ah!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh,
Bro got
close one.
snipped.
I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sigewinne? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sigewinne... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. But let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
He was fucking with us, wasn't he?
Yep. And it's even funnier hearing Siegeween reprimand him, because Siegeween is much older than him.
Yo! Oh! Okay, I wasn't expecting to see her again so soon.
Tom instantly having a neuron activation moment.
Fuck you.
Ah, Miss Clarand. My door.
Keep in mind, that means she broke the door.
Fremine!
What's going on? What is Clarand doing here?
I can explain.
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarand while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Okay. Now I have even more questions. Most importantly, where the fuck did he come in contact with that stuff?
You shall find out. As for your earlier question, yes, Risley was just fucking with you this entire time. You're like, who do I want to talk to? Oh my god, you're actually making me with that.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh, wait, you mean this?
I've looked away.
Fuck. Martin, do you know how rare it is that I get to fuck with you? Do I embrace my allegations or check up with Lenny and his bro?
A man almost died, and you're considering whether or not you want to go get a kiss. Check up on the homie.
Martin, you are in absolutely no standing to even pretend to judge me.
You're right. I'm down bad for several people in this game. And if I'm telling you check up on the bro, that should say something.
The only thing that tells me is that you have no dedication.
It means I respect my homies when they're in trouble.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Single clinic? I'm sorry. This man might need a hospital.
Well, luckily, Siegeween happens to be the best nurse in all of Fontaine.
And nurse is great, but I think the man needs a
large
doctor.
amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress. How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Once again, this guy was just fucking with us. I'm not even.
As soon as you were like, something bad's going on there, I'm just like, oh, I love how Risley's screwing with your gift of prophecy.
I'm not even. Well, I called it that he started sniffing us out, but bro, I'm not even mad. If anything, I respect the game of chess he just. I love this guy.
Oh, also, he didn't start sniffing you out. He knew off rip what was going on.
All right.
Bro had a plan in place since before Linny and them even came to the fortress.
I respect a man who knows how to run his turf.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Linny, are you okay?
I see now why so many people think those two are a thing.
Surprisingly, it's only her second most popular ship.
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look all right.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too. Remine? Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us? The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
Primordial Sea. That's got to be bursting out of somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That prophecy. Hey, Vulture.
Oh, Vulture, what's up?
I've brought death and destruction to Magic players at my card shop. They shall fear me and my elementals.
What the fuck did you add?
Nothing. I didn't add shit. I found 2 ways to kill people with just scaring the fuck out of them, and I thought of the other way on the way home, and it pissed me off that I didn't do it that way.
And just like that, we're about to get derailed on Magic.
It's going to be quick. Let me explain what's on my field. Omnath, Locust, Rage. Landfall, any land that hits the battlefield, make a 5/5 elemental. Whenever an elemental dies, deal 3 damage to any target. Cool. I have haste, Timorous Tendency, 5-color deck. Keep that in mind. I have Yurok.
Osmanthus wine tastes
ATB's
the same
double.
as I remember. But where are those?
Risen
who
Reeve.
share
Whenever an
the
elemental enters, reveal the top card. I can reveal it if it's a land, put it onto the battlefield. If not, put it in your hand. Y'all can see where this is going, right? I have 10 elementals at this point because of 5 triggers, and I'm basically can do this in a loop. When I am mad about this, I had a card in my graveyard that says, choose a non-basic land card. Target creature and choose a target creature. All those lands become those creatures. I have Mirror Box in my hand that says Legend Rule does not apply. Slap that on the field.
Copy Omnath and just
27 damage because I have towns. I'm playing my town deck. I had 9 of them out. I could do 30 damage for every 1 elemental that dies.
And Laurelwind's about to come out with an elementals thing. Oh dear. You know, I don't feel bad about making Tony Stark now with fucking Urza.
Alright,
Understand, that's not how I killed him. I killed him by turning all my creatures with +9/+9 and swaying out.
Alright, so... Am I safe to continue?
Yes, sorry.
Magic to magic communication, Tom. Don't worry about it.
I'll get more once you get to a little break.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny.
Ooh.
Lynette.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine, and you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Haji, we still don't know what happened to Child.
Yeah, that's been in the back of my head right now. Well, first of all, he's not Fontanian. He's Sneznayan, so no worries of the Primordial Sea affecting him.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned. Where could Master Child be?
Where? 'Cause I don't know. 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 'Cause I
Oh, nice, a trial.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
about to
those
say,
other...
if you kill Fremine, I'm dropping down.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? Yeah.
Wonder why this particular part of the prison's left untouched.
It's a big ass prison. Sometimes parts get abandoned. That's like actually the reason why.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
In other words, you gotta drop it down and then you can rotate.
Wonderful. Alright, now how do I... Now which one of these turns the damn thing?
Oh, no, you go back to the other one.
Oh. That seems a little too easy for a puzzle.
After Inazuma, people started complaining that the puzzles were very hard.
So they just immediately went to the opposite end of the problem.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, some of the Inazuma ones were kind of bullshittingly hard. But, like, even in Sumeru, the puzzles were noticeably, like, lesser. We expect the Nation of Wisdom to have the hardest puzzles, but Inazuma apparently pissed off a lot of the casuals.
This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Sadness on a stack.
And we don't even take the helmet off from our back.
To be fair, there is something in Fontaine's water that prevents people from drowning.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
Done, Childs. Have I done?
Traces are gone.
No.
But I don't see where
No.
we could have gone from here.
Is it this one? Ah, I haven't done this one.
What the?
I'm hunting for dream solvents. Yay.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on?
You're over there just looking for something while Fremine's dying in a cutscene.
I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Swim, you little bastard, swim! Oh, I'm fucked, aren't I?
I can't die here. This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone, but there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Clarand brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarand, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak, Fremine. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarand will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
Little extra score. Can't
Oh,
hurt.
shit.
Excuse me.
I take it Mr. Fremine's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewien?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarand.
Oh, you bastard.
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten? Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives.
Yay, I got a dream
I'm
solvent.
quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance.
Also,
Many
nobody else is on
suggested that I
besides
had
like
deliberately let him escape.
Jer.
But in
So
truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him.
thought to come bother y'all.
Everything he did,
Give some
from finding
entertainment.
helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
Now, we're in a gap session at the moment, so...
Of course, it's inevitable that the knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Linny's group would just do your work
Oh,
for
where's
you.
my? Well, it's the better
You
question.
make it sound like that's a bad thing.
Here.
Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true that you're also a former criminal?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant? Follow me.
This'll be interesting. We'll find out what's in that forbidden area.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Something tells me this forbidden area has to do with the shit that went down here before he took charge.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Well, Tom, are you going to tell your little Fatui friends about this? You seem very concerned for them after what is going on, despite how much you hate the Fatui.
despite what's going on, like I said, I wanted to prevent anything from going too out of hand. Alright, let's see what's going on in this place.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one.
Go on, have a look.
What the hell is this place?
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
It's gotta be tracking primordial sea levels.
Yep. Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research.
I realized I was muted the whole time. I'm over here like, ooh, this is for Navia's cat. Ooh, this is a good gladiator feather. I'm wondering why not.
We've been in the middle of like a huge lore dump, so.
When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. the Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontanian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
So you're
Now
saying
you know the
this
secret
entire
of the fortress.
This entire prison is built on a powder keg?
Or like the entire prison is built as the plug for the primordial sea.
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What?
I don't have
Not to tell a single soul about
the mind blowing meme with me, so that's the best I could do.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if your grace insists.
Here it is.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
See, if you had done a world quest,
sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier
Oh, don't tell me
is
you
quite familiar
need
with them as
Rex
well.
Lapis to fucking.
I hired him to be
I
my
swear.
technical consultant.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress
Oh
can
wait,
do
I
anything.
remember.
Let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What the? Is that a?
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves.
I have to complain about something. He said Lemurian. Where is the L? You pronounce Nuvalet with an R and Remurian with an L.
French, man. French.
Yeah, the French are stupid.
He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna.
Except me for some reason. Apparently I'm one of the smart few French people.
To join his empire.
Lemuria. I was
By the way, there's a whole S. Oh, go ahead.
All right, I'm not going. Okay, first of all, the way this ship almost has some sort of cathedral build around the bow. I mean, not the bow, the stern. Giving me some real Warhammer vibes on that thing. Ship is a.
Yeah, now that you've mentioned it, I can't unsee it.
The cathedral on the bow. I mean, at the stern. Damn it.
Yeah, also, there is a world quest in Fontaine that actually takes you to Remuria. Or at least what's left of it.
There's a ship in the story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships.
Where
People believe that hope can always be
entrance to
found at
this
the end of the
goddamn
voyage.
domain?
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory.
Mario, are you on Genshin right now?
Materials and technology
No.
at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the Primordial Sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
What? So this thing's supposed to be some sort of steampunk Noah's Ark?
Right,
That's his
on the money.
contingency?
Yep.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
I think I know how,
Maybe.
but
Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
don't want to waste any wishes.
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Out of courtesy, do you have any other questions? No, good. But we actually went, no. My throat is too sore.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
I don't even know what that did.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
So now you know the truth of the Fortress of Meripede, the Primordial Sea, and exactly what Risley's plan has been.
I'm still kind of trying to get used to the fact that this whole place is basically a pressure vessel ready to burst.
Yeah.
Now the question is, are you going to tell the truth to them?
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely
God damn,
hear
how far
two
right does this
people
thing gotta
talking
be?
next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Risley and Sijuin.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
There's something I'm missing.
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijuin is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mirapede.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here. He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more, the Fortress of Mirapede is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet. Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities. And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest. If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out. That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly. I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
Oh, right, it just makes it that you share it with him.
I was honestly
I
going
forgot
to
it was
try
like a
to keep
choice or
some.
not.
I can't believe it.
I honestly was going to think about just keeping the ship a secret and that gauge underneath. It's not that I don't trust Lenny and Lynette. I don't trust their bosses.
Technically, their boss is just Arlecchino, and I guess to an extent, Puppet Master, since he's the highest-ranking Harbinger.
Even still, I'd rather play it safe. Even if you guys do vouch for... Let me finish. Even if you do vouch for them and even Arlecchino, loose lips and all of that, you know.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. If we don't tell them the full truth, they'll know that there's something else there, they'll keep investigating, and could potentially derail it. Better to get them to realize, hey, this is something you actually shouldn't fuck with because it will save all of Fontaine, than not tell them and then they accidentally sabotage something.
Just like the prophecy said.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis? If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Risley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring Father over to his side? which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side.
All I ask is that this be kept under wraps from the rest of the Fatui.
All the Fatui pretty much act independently of each other. Occasionally they'll work together, but many a times they have their own goals and their own agendas.
The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time. Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
The look of God, fucking damn it.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
This whole Fontaine situation just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Also, I gotta admit, the first time the Fatui are trying to stop a problem rather than cause it was not on my bingo card.
Oh shit. We're losing them.
It's time for dinner.
Are you there?
What do you mean? I'm here.
You went all robotic for a second.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
I said that the Fatui being the ones to try to resolve a crisis rather than cause it was not on my bingo card.
Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin?
Oh yeah, it's starting to lag.
Taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
The stream's coming out just fine. I think it's just Discord getting all fucky. Yeah, it's definitely Discord having a... That is unusual. That's a... What is... Alright, let me try... Alright, how's that now? Because YouTube stream is coming out just fine. Martin? Guys? Guys? Guys?
I'm here. I'm just doing something very important.
Where the hell's Martin?
I have no idea. You might need to give him a message.
I am going to do that right quick. Let's see. There he is. This is unusual. He was just complaining about everything earlier, and maybe it's on his end.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I started having the technical difficulties. So I'm gonna have to do this from my phone. You still streaming, or?
Yeah, I'm still streaming. I was just wondering what the hell happened.
Yeah, you're gonna have to...
Yeah,
there we go.
I closed it down because I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on, if it was my end. Alright, well, that's all sorted. Ready to continue?
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Me too! Don't forget Paimon!
No problem. Just leave it to me.
So delicious. Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like this every day.
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
Delicious.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Sigewin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's office? When you said that you were
Oh, that!
Whoops.
I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water. Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Glorand left, to make sure that Linne wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Glorand had returned. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linne as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been His Grace's style for as long as he's been the leader. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervulite would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos. Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Well, I think Martin's muted at the moment. But I will say, things are...
Oh, fuck it. When did I get muted?
You glad I pointed something out?
Yeah, I guess I was like, hey, you can go talk to Glorand back there if you want. And he ran past her. I was like, oh, you just giving her the cold shoulder then.
You know, I just can't win with you. If I had talked to her, you would have teased me, but now you're doing it. I can't win with you. You know that?
Glorand!
It's you two.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sigewin really put in a lot of effort.
So we heard that Risley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Fremine too. You sure work super fast.
Oh, it was child's play.
Still, Paimon didn't know even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sigewinne and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
Miss Sigewinne was with you, and the Duke has business of his own.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long time.
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes. You seem to be enjoying yourselves here. Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon. Don't run around unnecessarily.
She's very to the point. I get the sense she has a hard time socializing.
Yep. When you learn her backstory, you'll understand why.
Made a big deal about putting Ayaka on the team, and I haven't even gotten to fight anything.
To be fair, you're still in prison.
Just saying, actually finding something to scrap with would be nice.
Careful what you wish for.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
The pillow is damn near bigger than her.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
Christ.
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Oh no.
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
Oh no. Oh no. Something burst.
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye!
Hey, wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Laveroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Not good.
Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Not good. Not good. Not good. Shit. I didn't think the dam was gonna burst that fast.
It's in the red.
All right. Everyone quiet.
Just like I said. You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, 2, 1.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her. Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
So, while the trio there is going to handle downstairs, you now have to play middleman between Fiorina and Arlecchino.
Look, there are a ton of Fatilian Palais Mermonia people over there. The knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me. Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
I had my microphone muted for a lot of the time because I wanted it to mute for the cutscene.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Hey, why don't you tell him about the time you beat the fuck out of him?
In due time.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Nuvillette. Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
The Fortress of Mirapede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely? Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day! This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
So now you've seen Nivelet's full power. What do you think?
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
Yeah, I can easily see how he managed to backhand Child so easily.
Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
You know, the one time she's getting called out on how she's running things and Red's not fucking here.
Red can watch it later. I know he'll have plenty of things to say.
Oh, he is going to have an earful for you, man.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland. But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me. Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
An emergency response plan?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal? And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very
Hey,
well.
back off,
Let's
bitch.
stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise. You too, Paimon.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer. Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea. It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Paimon's coming too!
I have a feeling this is where we're gonna end up taking on that little scrap.
You think you're about to fight Arlecchino right now?
I am, I don't know what to think is gonna happen right now.
Also, yeah, you know Red's probably kicking himself for not being here, because he could have actually ripped into Fiorina, potentially.
I'll send him a timestamp of the VOD, and I'll let him give you an earful. How about that? I just can't help but shake this feeling something's about to go down.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean
Yep,
Rides?
he tried to throw hands with Risley.
He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina?
Well, what is it? Before you click, let's hear your impression of her. So you all know what Reds is.
You really want me to be brutally honest?
Yes. Let me hear it.
I don't think she knows even the slightest what the fuck she's doing. Or at the very least, when it comes to stuff like the Primordial Sea prophecy, and she's more focused on putting on this facade, and is way too worried about seeming flawed in front of her followers. I don't know what the hell is going on behind the scenes with her, but she's clearly too inexperienced to do anything as serious as this diplomatic situation, or this whole situation with the Primordial Sea, or at the very least, she heavily relies on Nervalette.
Interesting. You may continue.
Well, if it turns out that she actually has this whole thing under control, it's going to... She's putting on one hell of a fucking facade with this Lost Theater kid shtick. Because, Martin, how can you How can you seriously say I'm not thinking that she's having a bit of a flounder right now?
I will not say
Especially with the
anything.
Oratrice.
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meropide.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
I...
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself. I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Oh? Come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed. It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact,
being an adult
this Archon
sucks.
doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Oh.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me! I'm begging you, please!
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone. Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake. There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Eudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article. I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the Fortress of Meropide. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Eudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Eudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the Fortress of Meropide will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering. You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
Damn, you awfully quiet. You processing everything still?
She was certainly more quiet about it than the late Harbinger that attacked our friend Venti. So
Keep in mind, you're also dealing with the basically the assassin part of the Harbingers, and
we're essentially dealing with the head of what can only be described of as Shineznaya's KGB.
Oh, they put the KGB to shame.
Until you actually know her story, you gotta understand.
Well, I'm just trying.
All I can know is not to fuck around.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either. I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon.
Okay, but like... Venti! Zhongli! I'm sorry, your idea of how a real Archon should conduct themselves is immediately disproved. Fucking Nahida also doesn't fit the bill.
Yeah, well, in Nahida's case, she's been locked away in a little bubble for 500 years.
Okay, Nahida gets a pass. Zhongli, on the other hand, is a continuously broke dude who works at a funeral parlor, and Venti goes out and gets blackout drunk every night, usually throwing up on the streets of his own city.
Yeah, so...
At least Zhong Li is strong enough to say he has the power of... Unlike Venti, who's just... The only one who doesn't get the pass is Venti. I'm sorry.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, to be fair, Venti also doesn't try to force belief on his people, so that's why his power is weakened.
Anyway, yeah, our idea of how gods carry themselves has already gone out the window back in Mondstadt.
Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require
to be fair, it's anywhere from Inazuma now is what she's talking about.
It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
We're chill with Lenny, Lynette, and I'm so bad at pronouncing his name.
Fremine,
yeah.
We're cool with Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. You, I have far more of a guard up for. Nothing personal.
As you should.
Nothing personal. You can thank Tartaglia for that.
I mean, as you should. She's the spy master. She's the one that actually is good at masking her emotions. Every other Harbinger has worn them on their sleeves.
Anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve. And as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the Primordial Sea and reseal the sluice gate. So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives. Permission granted.
Either one you pick, it's just one question.
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics. I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... what?
You didn't even get to read that. You didn't even get to read that.
No, I know what they're talking about. Because Martin opened his big mouth about him being connected to the Hydro Dragon.
What?
Yeah.
I forgot that they mentioned it much later on. So yeah, that's not me.
Yeah, because he always shoots his mouth off.
It has been 10 months since I played Fontaine's campaign. I thought that only gets revealed in a story quest.
Damn. But yes.
Chat, YouTube. Of murder of crows of judgment for Morton.
I will have retribution.
So, yes, he is the Hydro Dragon Sovereign.
I think the only...
He is strong as fuck.
I think the only other two dragon sovereigns we've met, I don't know if Dvalin is the Animo Dragon Sovereign. I could be wrong on that. And
He's
then
a straight
in
up
the heat...
dragon, you idiot.
Well, yeah. I know he's a dragon, but he could be the animal one. I don't recall if he is or if he isn't. And then Good?
No, go ahead. I'll finish what I was going to say after you. It's mine simple.
In Nahita's second story quest, you meet the Denjo Dragon Sovereign, Apep.
Please do not be so surprised.
Paimon's reaction is what I was hoping out of you, but I didn't know it was already told.
Yeah. But again, Martin had to blurt it.
Richie already got on my ass for that, don't worry.
I don't think that's going to stop Vulture, brother.
But now he's got two people, but if Richie's already done it, if Richie gets mad about it, you know what? I don't need to say anything.
I don't remember. I don't remember how. All right, I don't know if he went easy on you because we were live on air, but I don't remember him getting that much up your ass about it.
Oh no, he yelled at me in DMs. Don't worry.
I
So,
need to see. Oh, I need to fucking see that.
So that's one of the people that like you don't try to piss off. Like that's obviously something that's important.
Oh, I'm well aware. That's why That's why he's one of the characters in Fontaine where when I first met him, I gave him my utmost respect.
And now you know how he was able to easily one-tap Child.
Well, again, I knew. I'm not gonna keep repeating the joke. It's gonna stop being funny.
But now, you now know that you know why he's broken in game and in lore because he's a fucking badass.
All right,
and also the dragon. This is the last thing I'll say. The dragon sovereigns used to be the ones that had the like direct connection to the elements before the Archons came along. So he shares the same power that Furina does.
Correct.
Furina?
And I will say, did you do Nihita's second story quest, or you haven't done Nihita's stuff?
Okay, guys, I have
no, just
I
just want to know the end.
I'm sorry.
You haven't? Okay. So let me know when you finish that, because I have a screenshot of a picture of the Dendro Sovereign, and I wanted to send it to you, or if you see it, you will see what I'm talking about.
All right. I'm trying
So-
the best I can. I only have
No,
so
you're
much
good.
to. Sorry. All right. I'm gonna shut up.
Look, just you don't have to do it now. I'm just letting you know when you get to it. Just let me know.
Neverland, are you listening?
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the Dragon Sovereign of Water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the Dragon Sovereign of Water, and you were able to force back the Primordial Sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood. They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
You know, if Red were here, he'd been like, oh, simple solution. We kill Furina, and then Neuvillette gets all his power back.
Oh, watch it. Oh, God. Yeah, I definitely need to send him over the... How much longer is this act? I swear to fuck.
If you want to take a pause here, we can.
I think you're at a good stop too.
Yeah, we're at 3.
Like
Yeah, we're at the 3-hour mark, and it's nearly 2 a.m. I'm gonna get ready for bed.
Yeah, I got work tomorrow as well.
So, with all that being said, I'm just gonna use this moment to say thank you to each and every last lovely person who decided to hop on and watch the stream. Can I get some final thoughts from my special guest stars? Well, I guess we'll start with Vulture.
I'm gonna kill Martin.
Where is it?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
I think you need to get in line. Richie wants to do that first.
Well, fine.
And then Red's ahead of that just for the fact that I'm building an Iron Man deck with Urza.
So you're making a search deck with more searches. Cool.
All right. Do you have anything else before I moved on to Martin?
I don't want to curse him because he already's been cursed enough by other people, so I don't want to add to it. I will pass priority to Martin.
All right.
I can already hear Red getting on my ass. So I shall simply plead the fifth. And just say, my poor precious Purina, you saw that she was almost assassinated and how badly it fucked her up mentally. I swear to cock, if you make some sort of joke about that, I will find you and I will curse you with lupus. Not the werewolf kind, you will just have a wasting disease.
Okay. And I guess for that, things are getting more and more interesting. The stakes continue to rise. And yeah, for once in my life, I can't make heads or tails of what the fuck is going on with the Fatui.
Yeah, it's gonna only get worse from there. I hate to tell you, even a fuck fit to it. Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Well, either way, that's going to do it for this. So, all said and done, please do those things we YouTubers love to beg our audience to do, which are, of course, leave a like, comment on the stream VOD, share it with your friends, and, of course, subscribe. And with ending on this lovely look at the court, this has been the last call from the Game Tavern. You all have yourselves a lovely, lovely time of day, because you're all lovely, lovely people.
If I get better soon, I swear I'm gonna cough up my lungs at this rate.